In the hidden depths of our oceans, a captivating spectacle unfolds each year, the intricate dance of lobster breeding. These fascinating creatures, with their armored shells and formidable claws, engage in a complex ritual of courtship, mating, and nurturing their young. Join us as we delve into the depths to unravel the mysteries of the lobster life cycle, from the moment the mating season commences to the arduous journey of their offspring. We will witness the remarkable adaptations and intricate behaviors that ensure the continuation of these ancient mariners. As the water temperatures begin to warm after the long winter months, a primal instinct awakens within the lobster population. It's the start of the mating season, a period of heightened activity and competition. The males, sensing the subtle changes in water chemistry, become restless, their movements more pronounced. They are driven by an ancient imperative to find a suitable mate and perpetuate their lineage. The females, on the other hand, release pheromones, chemical signals that travel through the water, announcing their readiness to mate. These pheromones act as beacons, attracting potential suitors from afar and setting the stage for an underwater ballet of courtship and rivalry. The male lobster, emboldened by the female's pheromones, approaches her cautiously. He performs a courtship display, raising his claws and waving his antennae, attempting to impress and appease the larger female. If his advances are accepted, the female will allow the male to approach and turn her onto her back. This delicate maneuver is crucial for the transfer of the sperm packet, a small pouch-like structure containing millions of sperm cells. The female lobster has the remarkable ability to store this sperm packet for several months, fertilizing multiple batches of eggs. This adaptation is crucial for the lobster's survival, allowing them to reproduce even when encounters with mates are infrequent. Weeks or even months after mating, the female lobster prepares for the arrival of her brood. She carefully cleans the underside of her tail, creating a safe and secure environment for her eggs. Using specialized appendages called swimmerets, she meticulously attaches thousands of tiny black eggs to the underside of her tail, forming a vibrant, shimmering cluster. For the next several months, the female lobster carries these precious eggs with her, diligently protecting them from predators and ensuring their survival. The eggs, initially a deep, almost black color, undergo a gradual transformation as the embryos within develop. Over the weeks and months that follow, the eggs lighten in color, eventually taking on a translucent orange hue. This color change signals that the eggs are nearing the end of their incubation period and that the tiny lobster larvae within are preparing to hatch. The female lobster, ever vigilant, continues to care for her developing brood, using her swimmerets to circulate water and oxygen around the eggs. Finally, the day arrives when the eggs are ready to hatch. The tiny lobster larvae, no larger than a grain of rice, emerge from their protective shells and enter the vast expanse of the ocean. These larvae, known as zoea, are planktonic, drifting with the currents and relying on their limited swimming abilities to navigate their new surroundings. This initial planktonic stage is a perilous time for the young lobsters, as they are vulnerable to predators and must compete with countless other organisms for food and resources. Over the next few weeks, the lobster larvae undergo a series of molts, shedding their exoskeletons as they grow larger and more developed. Each molt brings them closer to resembling their adult forms. They transition through several distinct larval stages, each characterized by specific morphological changes. During these stages, their swimming abilities improve, and they begin to develop their characteristic claws and spiny exoskeleton. This period of rapid growth and transformation is essential for their survival as they transition from vulnerable larvae to more capable juveniles. Molting, the process of shedding and regrowing their exoskeleton, is a critical aspect of a lobster's life, particularly during their early development. As the young lobsters grow, their rigid exoskeletons become too constricting. To accommodate their increasing size, they must molt, shedding their old exoskeleton and growing a new, larger one. This process is energetically demanding and leaves the lobsters vulnerable until their new exoskeleton hardens. While young lobsters molt frequently, sometimes every few weeks, the frequency of molting decreases as they mature. Adult lobsters may only molt once a year or even less frequently as their growth rate slows. After several months of drifting and molting in the open ocean, the young lobsters, now resembling miniature versions of their parents, settle to the ocean floor. They seek out suitable habitats, often rocky areas or kelp forests, where they can find shelter from predators and an abundance of food. As juveniles, they continue to grow and molt, gradually developing the characteristic reddish-brown coloration of adult lobsters. They are opportunistic feeders, scavenging for dead animals, algae, and small invertebrates. Replicating the intricate dance of lobster breeding in a controlled environment like an aquarium or hatchery presents unique challenges. Scientists and aquarists must carefully mimic the natural conditions that trigger mating, egg-laying, and larval development. Water temperature, salinity, and photoperiod, the duration of light and darkness, are meticulously controlled to mimic the natural cycles of the ocean. Providing suitable habitats with hiding places and ample space for the lobsters to establish territories is crucial. Rearing lobster larvae in captivity is a delicate and demanding process. Specialized tanks with carefully controlled water flow and aeration are used to mimic the planktonic stage of the larvae. A constant supply of live food, such as brine shrimp and rotifers, is essential to sustain the rapidly growing larvae. As the larvae progress through their molts, they are graded and separated by size to prevent cannibalism and ensure that each individual has access to sufficient food and resources. The intricate dance of lobster breeding, a spectacle hidden beneath the waves, is a testament to nature's ingenuity. From the delicate courtship rituals to the arduous journey of their offspring, every stage of the lobster life cycle is a marvel of adaptation and survival. As we've journeyed through the depths to witness this remarkable process, we've gained a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of life in our oceans and the importance of protecting these fascinating creatures and their fragile habitats.